Okay, here are my critters. We drove about an hour to get them. We're stopped for coffee right now. So this is the box all filled to the top with critters. And all of their clothing is mixed up, which is why I bought the whole thing. But see here, we got cow babies. We got some good stuff in there. So I'm going to go through them and put all of the correct clothing on them and then see how many sets we have. Alright, so everyone's sorted. Everyone's in their correct clothes, if I have the clothes. And we're just going to go through everyone and talk about, you know, what they're missing or if they're complete or not. And we're going to take a closer look. So let's start over with the chocolate rabbits. So I don't really care about these guys because obviously you get a million of them. They're really common. Every lot that is, this is from a collector, is going to have these guys usually. And you're going to get a million. If you collect calico critters, you're going to get a million of the sister. So it's just not very exciting. I did get the grandparent set, which I do want, but unfortunately it's not complete. The grandfather is missing his pants and missing his coat, and they don't have the glasses or anything. But I do like this set because I like his little mustache. And I was interested to see, because I've never had grandparents before, interested to see the relative height of the parent figures and the grandparent figures. The grandparent figures are smaller, which I did not know. I kind of thought they were the same size and they just had different outfits on, but at least the rabbits are smaller. That's interesting. Okay, next up is the reason I even bid on this lot. The otters, who are one of my favorite families, but I don't own, except now I do. They are complete except for the sister usually has a shell purse, and it was kind of too much to hope for it to show up used in a lot that was played with, but I was kind of hoping I'd find it at the bottom of the box. But otherwise, they look good. I did discover that they have this tail. I had never seen what they looked like from the back before. They have this sort of kind of flimsy, almost like beaver-like tail. And then the second one that made me bid on everything so I can get the correct clothes were these cows, which are pretty popular, not easy to find. They're a little pricey, even secondhand. These are unfortunately not complete because, as you can see, Dad and brother are missing their overalls. Whichever kid played with these really liked taking the pants off of the boys, so a lot of them are missing their pants. That's a common theme. But the babies are complete and in really good shape. As you can see here, a lot of them have obviously been undone, but the bow is perfect on him. So he's very intact. And I don't think it would be easy to get the bow looking that nice. I certainly couldn't. So I don't think a child could. And these guys are also complete. They are the Sandy Cats. These are in really good shape. They look barely played with. Like, I didn't even have to, like, go searching for their clothes. They mostly have their own clothes on. They look really good, and they're all complete. They're all nice. And then right at the end, I have the Outback Koalas. Hold on, let me get closer. The Outback Koalas, but sans any babies. I don't know what the deal is with that. There are sets that come with one baby, sets that come with two babies. I have neither baby, which is a real shame. They're pretty cute. And you can see kind of the flocking is worn down on their noses. I see that in a lot of like used versions of the koalas, so I guess it just wears down really easily. But I wish I had the babies because this is a very cute family. Okay, I've repositioned a little bit, so hopefully things will be a little less shaky. But we're gonna start with the next set with the elephants. They're not quite complete as mother is missing her apron, father is missing his vest, but this did come with the twins, so that's a nice bonus. Only a few sets that I got came with any babies, and there's a lot of missing babies. As we can see in this next set, the kangaroos, who they're missing kind of the centerpiece of the kangaroo family, which is the little Joey in the mother's pouch. So that's kind of a shame, but they are in otherwise pretty good shape. You have, depending on where you are, they're the Mace's mice or they're the Norwood mice. I think they're the Norwood mice in North America. I can't remember which is which, but they are also complete. They look pretty good. The flocking is mostly good. There's a little wear around the ears for some of them, but it's mostly good. So that's a complete family. Then I have the deer, who aren't in good shape. I have these little outfits on the two children. Those are not their outfits. That's just to make them look decent. Basically, all of the clothes are missing except for father, which is sort of a shame. So they're just kind of extra figures because I don't even have a full anything, unfortunately. And it is the version with the baby instead of the brother. I definitely would prefer to have the one with the brother. I'm not sure if that was ever actually released in the US, and if it was, it's no longer around. Okay, next set, we're going to start off with these border collies, who are kind of a surprise. I mean, I saw these two, the sister and the father, in the photo, but I couldn't find the rest of the family, so I just kind of assumed it was an incomplete set. I've never really been interested in the border collies because the pictures of them look kind of weird, but honestly, seeing them in person, they have really cute faces. They're a little linty, a little dustier on the black parts, and unfortunately it's not quite complete because brother doesn't have any clothes whatsoever, but they're really cute, and I'm glad I got them, and now I know that I like them instead of not really being interested in them. And I have the polar bear family. This was also a surprise too because I didn't think they would have all the clothes for the adults. But the clothes are complete. The only person who doesn't have the clothes is the baby. A lot of naked babies, a lot of missing babies. But these guys are cute. I think there's also the other polar bears that have like the long necks and weird small ears. These are the more traditional bear mold that they got. I got these chihuahuas. They're a little faded around the nose, but otherwise really cute. They have all of their clothes on. I never really prioritized getting the chihuahuas, but I'm glad that I did, and I'm glad that they are a complete set. They're much cuter than I expected. I like their little noses. And then the last of this set is the Marlowe cat. This appears to be the version that's just the 3 family member version with just Rose and no Lily. As you can see, they look like they've been played with a lot because there's a lot of wear around the ears, or maybe dark flocking just wears off. And that's why there are very few black colored calico critters, but the dad looks pretty good, so I don't know. Only 2 of the 3 babies. Baby over here is wearing the wrong thing. So it's not really a complete set, but I actually already have the 4-member Marlowe family. So I'm not really fussed that these guys aren't in good shape. Here we've got some squirrels. I already have the squirrels. So even though these are a complete family, minus we don't have the brother twin, just the sister twin. I'm probably going to give them away to my little cousin, who I give my spares to sometimes. I think that's where these guys are going to go. But they're in pretty good shape. It's a shame that, like, one of the families that I don't already own isn't in good shape. So what are you going to do? Next, I have got the Barker Labradors, not the Fenton Labradors, who are, they have fancier clothes. And the molds are actually different. I actually pulled one so we can compare them. You look real close. You can see that the mold on the Fenton Labrador is different from the face mold of the Barker Labradors. So these guys are not complete. Father usually has a vest, and brother over here just doesn't have a shirt, and just one baby who is naked. So, not complete. Wish they were, but I do have some yellow labs. And also I noticed, I don't know if you can see it here, that his tail is a little stubby. I don't know if they're like that or they were like cut by the previous owner, because you can see here, look at her tail. She has a full tail. So I don't know if they're all like this, and that's just one of the difference between the two yellow lab families, or they were cut for some reason, because they, I don't know, were hazardous or annoying to get in the clothes or something. I don't really know. They look like maybe they've been cut, but they're not complete, so I might get another set one day, and then I'll know. Alright, so next up we have two sets that they were twin sets with mom. So this one was, I think, a shopping trip, these guinea pigs over here, and this one was like a carriage ride, I believe. The mom is supposed to have an apron, and this baby, I assumed, was part of this set, but actually looking at the pictures of it, it's not a stand baby. I don't know where the stand baby comes from, but it's just kind of here for the sake of completeness. You can also see she has pink on her ears, while these guys don't. So she doesn't quite match what's going on over here, unfortunately. And this baby does not have any clothes. Sorry, I got distracted because I'm noticing that, let's see if you can see it. This looks like it's got color on it, whereas this looks white. I don't know if that's meant to be a gender difference, or this one's just dirtier. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that. If anyone else has the petty for guinea pigs, let me know. Are their faces different? I don't know. I don't know if that's a gender difference, because sometimes that's a thing that they do. That would be interesting. I don't have this whole family, so I don't know. This isn't an aunt or anything. The complete family, the mother looks like this. But I think the twins that look like this, that are both sitting, are exclusive to that set. And now I just have some sort of extraneous stuff that I got. I got this cat, who I believe came as part of a camping set. I don't have the tent or anything. I just bought figures, so I don't have the carriage, and I don't have the shopping cart from those previous sets. So I just got the figures, but that's who I believe this is. I think it's a silk cat, or else it's some other kind of cat. I'm not really sure what family she's meant to be a part of. I probably have to look that up. I also got these two Osborne / Cuddle Bears, depending on where you are. So here's a big sister, well, here's a sister, not a big sister. And here's baby with no clothes. So this was almost certainly from the bath time with baby set, because I actually got the same thing in a previous lot, although she didn't have a dress. So I think this is maybe the original dress she's meant to be in, which is good, because right now my other one is just like in some pajamas that came with like a pajama set instead of her actual clothes. So that's good if this is what this is. And then I have some extraneous babies. I've got it's not quite white. It looks, I don't know if you can see it. It's more ivory. But it does have the pink in the ears, so I should probably see how it looks next to that other one. I'm really not sure where these came from, if one time they were part of a whole family, or if they were some kind of baby set, if these are their original clothes. I don't know. I have a little naked beagle, too. And then, this was surprising. This is a penguin. This is from the de Berg penguins, which are, I think, pretty hard to find. I did not expect this, did not see it in the picture. When I saw it, when I was looking through the box in the car, I was really hoping that there would be more of them in there. But it's just this guy. That's still pretty cool to find him. It's like a really weird looking family if you hadn't seen it. He's supposed to have a scarf on, which he doesn't. A lot of like little jackets and things are missing, but I'm still really happy to have him. And then I have a few things that are not critters at all. Every critter lot has to have its little woodsies. This is Calico critters, and mixed in with the Calico critters, baby doesn't have a diaper for some reason. Last time I got little woodsies, it was like that too. I'm not really a big fan of them because I don't like their bodies. Some of them have cute faces. This is like a little interesting. I might hold on to them just because they're turtles, and I don't know if you can see, they don't really have shells. They have this weird hole in their back. But obviously Calico critters or Sylvanian families has never done turtles, so that's interesting. It does look like the baby has abs though. I know it's supposed to be like the underside of his shell, but it's a little weird. And then the very last thing I thought was neat was I got this guy, who, if I'm not mistaken, is a teacup families. That's super weird because I was just like before I left looking at pictures of teacup families, and I'm pretty sure this is one. You can see him in the back of one picture. Figures that look like this. I don't know what they're supposed to be. I couldn't find any kind of like family name or anything like that, or the full set of the family, but I'm pretty sure he's a teacup family. He looks a lot like it. He's super cute, and I was just thinking how I would like to own a teacup family. They don't come up for sale a lot. There's not a lot of information on them. I don't think they lasted very long because Sylvanian families sued them because they used their houses in their commercials, so they got sued, and I think they stopped making them because of that. But either way, really happy to have this guy. Was kind of hoping when I saw him that there would be more in the box, but it's just him. Still cool. And I think I'm pretty happy with all of my families. They're all in a pile over there. I have to sort through them and hopefully find a space for them, because here's my shelf. I think I'm going to put them... Ignore that clown over there. He's not part of the collection. I think I might put him where the clown is. Just stack them all up on that tree house. So I'm definitely running out of room to display. But otherwise, definitely worth the little adventure to go pick them up. And worth the money, I think.